Hi guys, I hope everyone is good. I hope all is well. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Please kindly subscribe at the end of the channel. So today's lesson is secular flow. So we are going to learn a few on what a secular flow is, how to analyze a secular flow, and then we are going to do 2-3 questions at the end of our lesson, right? So what is a secular flow? We can say that a secular flow is a model that describes how money, goods, and services move throughout the society. So the secular flow is divided into a maximum of 5, or let's say it has a maximum of 5 sectors. Your sectors are your individuals, me and you, also known as your households. We have your businesses, also known as your firms. We have your government is the government. We have the foreign sector. Then we have the financial sector, which we can also say or call the capital market. So let's analyze our secular flow model. So here on my screen, I have a 5-sector secular flow model, right? So in this 5-sector secular flow model, you can see that the government, the firms, the foreign sector, and the households are the sectors which make up the 4 sectors of a secular flow. And then the capital market is in between, right? Or we can say the financial market is in between. So now, let's say from the households to the financial market, what do households bring, or what do households contribute to the financial market? Me and you, what do we contribute to the bank? We contribute our savings, right? The money that we save, they go to the bank. As you can see, from the households to the capital market, savings are the ones that flow, right? Then from the capital market to the firms, investments. Why? Because an entity needs investments for it to operate, right? Now let's look at the foreign market and the capital market. There is hardly movement between those two. Then for the government sector to the capital market, there is savings there. The government sector to the capital market. The government also saves money. It also needs to save money so that it can provide us with certain goods for emergencies and etc. So the government provides savings to the capital market, whereas the capital market provides borrowing to the government. The government can borrow from the capital market. The government can borrow from the financial market, can borrow from the financial sector. When there is disasters, maybe the government didn't budget for that type of emergency. They have to borrow money from the financial sector. I hope I'm making sense. Now, we were analyzing the capital market to the government, to the households, to the firms, and to the foreign sector. Now let's analyze what we, the households, contribute to the firms, contribute to the business. We as households, to the business or to the firms, we pay for goods and services, right? And then what do the firms provide to us? They provide us with goods and services. For example, your Pick n Pay provides us with goods and services. We pay for those goods and services. That's an interaction between us and Pick n Pay, interaction between us and ShopRite. And then what do we provide as households again to the firms, and what do the firms provide to us again? So we can say to the firms again, we provide factors of production, right? If you work at Pick n Pay, or you have a sibling that works at Pick n Pay, they're providing labor. And for them providing their labor, they get paid remuneration, they get wages. You understand? So that's what we get from the firms as a sector, and the firms get labor from us. I hope I'm making clear sense. Then now, because we were analyzing households and firms, let's analyze the foreign sector and households. You can see that the foreign sector, to the households, they provide foreign remittance, right? And from the households to the foreign sector, we export manpower. There's exportation of manpower. Then from the firms to the foreign sector, there's export receipts. And then, from the firms to the foreign sector, we pay for exports. Then from the foreign sector to the firms, we have exportation. Let's just say exportation takes place, exportations of goods, exportation of receipts. Then we look at the government sector and the households. What do we provide to the government? We provide taxes to the government. We pay tax to the government, right? What does the government pay to us? They transfer payments. Then what do the government provide to the firms? They provide government exports. Your government exports, you can look at it as government subsidies. And then what do the firms provide to the government sector? Taxes. So when doing a circular flow, I would say start by filling in what you understand mostly, what is more of your general knowledge. We all know that from the households to the firms, we pay for goods and services. Then the firms to us, they ensure that there is goods and services. So there is a flow of goods and services. You have filled in your circular flow between the firms and households, right? Then you also fill in again from your households to your firms. From your households to your firms, you know that we provide labor. You know that there is factors of production, your labor, your capital. Then from the firms to the households, factors of income, your wages, your rent, your interest, your profit. Then you are done. And by doing that, it shows that you understand a two-sector economy. You have filled in a two-sector economy. Then after, you can come with the simpler one, your capital market or your financial market in the middle. You know that your financial market is involved with your household and your firm, and already we've analyzed it, or we've started with drawing it. So what do households bring to the capital market? Savings. The capital market, what does it provide to the firms? Investment, right? Then you now have a three-sector economy. Then you can add your government and connect your government first with taxes. You know that your households pay taxes to your government, your firms pay taxes to your government, right? You see, it's becoming a simple structure to recognize. It's becoming a simple structure to memorize. Then what does your government provide to you? It transfers payment. What does it provide to the firms? It exports payment. And then you have a four-sector economy. Then for the last one, you have your foreign market. You know that your foreign market is not linked to your capital market or your financial market. And then you know you're just linking it to the households and the firms. What does the foreign market provide to the firms? Exportations of goods and services. What does it provide to us? Foreign remittance. What do we provide to the foreign sector? Export manpower, right? What do firms provide to the foreign sector? They pay for the imports that we get. Then that's it. You have your understanding of a circular flow. You have your clear view of a circular flow. If you don't understand the relationship between households and firms first, but you understand more the relationship between foreign sector and firms, then you are welcomed to start with it when analyzing a circular flow, right? So now, let's quickly take a look at the question. So now, after our lesson, let's take a look at a few questions based on the circular flow. By just looking at this before you answer, you know that you can see the households, you can see the firms. Can you see your foreign sector? No. Can you see your government? No. Can you see your financial sector? No. This tells you that this is a true economic model, right? So you are dealing with the households and the firms. You're dealing with yourself and ShopRite, yourself and Pick n Pay. Now, it's asking you, the first question is asking you, what is depleted in a diagram above? A two circular flow model, or you can say a circular flow diagram, which is a two-sector model. Then you have your mark. They're asking you which participant is the major consumer in the economy. It's obviously me and you. Why? We are the consumers of goods and services here. The firms don't consume goods and services. Am I right? Yes. Then they ask us to define what a circular flow. You already know that a circular flow is a model that shows how the economy works, or it shows the relationship of how the economy works between income, production, and spending in the economy as a whole. Or you can still define it the way we defined it. A circular flow is a market that demonstrates how money, goods and services, productions move throughout the society. Then the last question, they're asking you to discuss the role of the factor market in the circular flow. Remember, we've already discussed what the factor market is made out of, if I'm not mistaken. So the factor market is made. Remember, your factor market is made out of your labor. It's made out of your entrepreneurship. All right. So here I personally would say, because there's thing we must discuss. So I would say a factor market is a market where factors of production are traded. All right. Factors of production are traded. Which factors of production? I would say we trade your land for interest. We trade your labor for wages and salaries. Then you have your 2 marks. Or you can say that, discuss the role of the factor market in a circular flow. You can say that households, they sell their factors of production in the factor market to receive income. Right? We sell our factors of production. Which factors of production do we sell? Our labor to the firms. To do what? To get income. Then you have your 2 marks. And then you have your total of 6 marks in this question that we did. So with all that said, guys, I hope that you understand a circular flow, or you understand how one can approach memorizing a circular flow in terms of an exam or during examination time. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. Please kindly subscribe. Enjoy.